thank the two brothers who got baptized this morning. Let's give them a hand. Actually, something fell on my heart on Friday when Stash spoke, actually, in the morning. And I was walking around man camp, and I happened to be walking by the ice rink when the boys were all stumbling off the ice arena. And the thought came to my mind, the time it takes an army to fight a battle or to clear off the ice to play a food hockey. And other times it takes just one to inspire the whole army. For that I'd like to thank Stash. Here at camp, or at church, we're the army, we are an army, an army for God. We're the men of the church, or the young men of the church, as the case may be. We serve Him while we're here, and we serve each other. Let's not forget that as we leave man camp today. We're all going to go our separate ways, and we all need to remember what happened here. The friendships that were made, the strangers that showed up, and it all became family. Make sure that when we go home, that we lead at home. We're the men of the house, we're the men of our church, we lead our families. Young men, if the fathers forget to pray for dinner, remind them, or do it yourself. We hear speakers of inspiration, and the ones that, and there are ones, obviously, that inspire us to do great things. Remember that when we're at home as well as at church. Volunteer, do your best, do whatever you can. Sometimes we have to sit back and ask ourselves, are we a part of the army standing in the back of the crowd? Or are we the inspiration that leads the army? Either way, God is with us both. Every last one of us. Even Jesus was a carpenter. We're all warriors of God, men of the church. Doesn't matter your place. God is with you. Now, my story actually starts about 3.5 years ago. I was not with God. I knew of God. I was born and raised Pentecostal until I was 12. I honestly didn't care. I lied, cheated, stole, you name it, I did it. Then, believe it or not, I met a woman. Imagine that. She told me she had 2 rules. I will not date or see a man who is not going to church, and I deserve to be married. And I just kind of looked at her and said, yeah, right. About 2 months into our relationship, she finally got me to go to church. I was like, fine, I'll go just to shut you up. I walked in. By the 3rd song, I was crying so hard in the pew, I was done. 5 months later, I was baptized right in the church. I went to my first man camp because Darren pretty much egged me on. That's not even close to a lie. Thank you very much. Last year, Steve Huntley stepped down, and something just told me that I needed to volunteer and lead. So this year was the first year that I was the unofficial / leader.
And you did a wonderful job.
But I had a lot of help. If any of you guys get the chance, Stash, Darren, Steve, anyone else left? Scott, right here. Oh, what am I couldn't see the reflection. I'm sorry.
Couldn't be any closer.
Any of the orange shirts, make sure that you thank them all. I didn't do it alone. In fact, I hardly did anything at all. So when you leave here today, make sure we're going to have a little bit of a cleanup for all the cabins. Just remember, what started here doesn't have to end here. Take it home, take it to church. Thanks, fellas.
Amen.